What's up, crypto enthusiasts? Welcome back to another video. My name is Peter, and today we're going to be looking at a really cool origin story from the beginnings of the Ethereum blockchain. So Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum, originally approached a group that was building on Bitcoin and approached them with this smart contracts idea, what the Ethereum that we now have today, and approached them with this idea because he wanted to actually build on top of Bitcoin. He wanted all of Ethereum. He wanted that to be an extension of Bitcoin itself, but they rejected him. And I've heard this story before, but I haven't found it until now. And so I'm going to read you an excerpt from this book. And I think this is a really important part of history. So shout out to my friend Jay, by the way, for helping me find this excerpt. This book is called From Traditional Fault Tolerance to Blockchain. And this is number 8.3 on Ethereum. Halfway down, it's talking about one key direction Vitalik wanted to go is to extend the scripting capability of Bitcoin to implement smart contracts. Initially, Vitalik attempted to introduce this idea to the Mastercoin development team. The Mastercoin runs an overlay protocol on top of Bitcoin to offer limited smart contract capability. His attempt was rejected for being too radical. So imagine that. Imagine that. So by the way, guys, if you haven't liked the video yet, please like it and subscribe. Helps a lot. And now let's look into these Mastercoin guys. You know, there's not a whole lot. I don't think they're super active nowadays. All I can find is this wiki page on them. But apparently they were one of the groups that was building important stuff. So, you know, there's important stuff being built on top of Ethereum. You know, there's like Arbitrum layer and stuff like that, and so it's not like this is not like the core team of Bitcoin itself. Like maybe some of these developers also worked on the core development protocol of Bitcoin, but this is actually something being built on top. And so what they're describing right here in this visualization actually looks a lot like what smart contracts are doing for Ethereum. So you've got the main protocol here, then you've got Mastercoin, and this allows everybody to use this currency. So Ethereum is programmable money, and it's programmable because of those smart contracts. You look at Ethereum today, and what have you got? You've got most of the developments, most people making protocols are building on Ethereum. Ethereum, it's like over 90% of all smart contracts, they're built on Ethereum, and it's an even bigger percentage if you include all the EVM compatible chains as well. So Ethereum was massively, massively successful. And I just want to dwell for a minute on, wow, what if these guys actually allowed Vitalik and the rest of his co-founders to build Ethereum actually as an extension to Bitcoin? You've got Bitcoin, which is the number one brand in crypto, the most recognizable brand, and the number one by market cap. And then you've got Ethereum, the number two market cap and the second most recognizable name in cryptocurrency. And no one else is even close, like not even close. And these guys are the two titans. And they could have been the same thing. It could have been just one big, strong brand, which if it was like an evil monopoly or some, big corporate company, that would be a bad thing. But since this is a decentralized, blockchain organization, it's okay if there's like one to rule them all because it's completely decentralized. So, in a way, it would have been better if Ethereum and Bitcoin were all just the same thing. And now let's look at how things have progressed since then, because if we look at the amount of developers that are actually developing Ethereum versus Bitcoin, like it really, really paints a picture here. So here's an article that explains that Ethereum, there's now over 5,000 Ethereum developers, and that's a 400% rise compared to 2018. So 2018, there was something around 1,200 developers, and now with everything that needs to be built on Ethereum and the Ethereum, the layer one protocol itself, we just had the merge for Ethereum recently, where Ethereum went from proof of work to proof of stake, and that attracted a lot of developers. We've also got the purge, surge, a bunch of different things to improve Ethereum even more. And these things are important. Like we're talking about the sharding of blockchains, meaning multiple parallel Ethereum blockchains that are all running together. This will help with the gas costs because, gas is still kind of expensive on Ethereum. There's development that needs to be done, and there's a growing pool of developers that are building on Ethereum. It's very, very successful compared to Bitcoin. And you can see there's only about 40 to 60 active developers on Bitcoin. Now, this 5,000 number, that's not necessarily active developers, but there's still, thousands of active developers monthly compared to, 40 to 60 active developers on Bitcoin. Now, just because there's not as many people building the layer 1 protocol of Bitcoin, that doesn't mean that there can't be a bunch of developers building the layer 2 protocol, the on top protocols as well. And there are a couple groups, but the problem is they're competing with Ethereum, and Ethereum is already so well established and so easy. It's just a massive, massive hurdle. And the question is, why would you anyway when you already have Ethereum? Like, why go to the trouble and the resources and the cost and the marketing of actually trying to compete with Ethereum when you can just build on Ethereum? And so that's what a lot of people are doing. So, here we are years later, 7+ years later, and this decision of the Bitcoin community and the Mastercoin group not to allow Vitalik to build Ethereum as an extension of Bitcoin rather than just its own layer 1 blockchain may have cost them the #1 spot. Now, not yet, but we can see the writings on the wall here, and I think eventually the market cap of Ethereum is going to flip the market cap of Bitcoin just because of this. They lost the smart contract game, and nobody's really developing. So, new things that come out, new developments, new improvements, there's not nearly as many developers that are actually going to help make that happen. It's just not going to be possible as it is with Ethereum that's constantly evolving and developing and getting better. So very, very cool stuff. I hope you enjoyed that little snippet of history from the Ethereum origins. If you did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.